Hey there, and welcome to Building Success. If you've ever felt like there aren't enough hours in the day or you're constantly racing against the clock, you're not alone. Time management is one of the most critical skills you can master, and today I'm going to share 10 simple but powerful steps to help you take control of your time and make it work for you. Let's dive in. Step 1, start with clarity. First things first, you need to know where you're headed. Spend 10 minutes each morning, or even better, the night before, writing down your top 3 priorities for the day. When you have clarity, it's much easier to stay focused and avoid distractions. I use this simple journal here I get off of Amazon, and it works great for me. Step 2, time blocking. Time blocking is a game changer. The way this works is you break your day into chunks and assign specific tasks to each block. For example, 8 to 9 a.m., you're going to do emails. 9 to 11, you're going to block that off for deep work, and so on. And the real trick here is to defend your calendar. Treat these time blocks as like appointments that you can't miss, or like meetings that you already had scheduled. And I think to expand on that, if you know yourself and you know when you're most effective, you can really use this to your advantage. So me personally, I'm a morning person. So I try to reserve the mornings to do the deep work, and then save the afternoons for tasks like meetings, right? Team meetings, things like that. Generally, I try to push those off into the afternoon because I know I'm not at my best typically in the afternoon time frame. Step 3, the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, just do it immediately. This keeps small tasks from piling up and weighing on your mind. This works great at work and at home as well. For instance, if there's something, you have maybe a mess in your house that you've been kind of walking by, that bit of clutter that's sitting there for a while, it's only going to take a couple minutes to clean it up. Take the time to do it now, and then you don't have to worry about it, and you can get that monkey off your back for the rest of the day. Step 4, eliminate time wasters. So let's be real. Most of us lose hours each day on social media or any other distractions. There's apps out there like Freedom or Focus Mode that can be used to block distracting sites during work hours. Your focus is like gold, so you need to protect your focus like your life depends on it. Step 5, prioritize with the Eisenhower Matrix. If you divide your tasks into 4 categories, so urgent and important, not urgent and important, urgent, not important, and not urgent, not important, then you can use that tool. And I would encourage you to actually write this out and use that tool to kind of drive where you should focus your attention. I think everyone should try to focus as much of their time as possible on the quadrant 2 activities. So things that are not urgent but important. I find this really helpful to prevent you from getting in a situation where all you're doing is, chasing what's most important or what's most urgent that day, right? When you're at work and the sky's falling and hair's on fire. That's easy to fall into that trap of just following what seems urgent at the time, or who's screaming the loudest for what they need. But if you can just pause and really focus on the important but not urgent tasks, you'll be happy you did. Step 6, learn to say no. One of the best time management skills is learning when to say no. If a task or commitment doesn't align with your goals, it's okay to turn it down. Your time is valuable. And one of the things that I've learned is when you say no, you don't necessarily need to feel compelled to explain why you can't do it. just politely say no and then leave it at that. Don't feel like you need to go and into some deep explanation on why you can't do that. Step 7, batch similar tasks. This is a huge efficiency improvement. So if you can carve out small portions of your day, I know in my role I get a lot of email. I spend a lot of time replying to emails. So if you can break that into a couple of blocks during the day, where you're only checking emails a couple times a day, that will do a lot for you, in that it'll help you focus on other tasks without the distractions of email. The benefit here is that this reduces context switching and boosts efficiency. So if you're constantly being distracted, whether it's by texts or emails or calls or things like that, and you're never getting to your deep work, that's a problem, because of all that efficiency you lose switching back and forth between those activities. So I would encourage you to similar to how we talked earlier about blocking time off for some of these important tasks, batch those tasks together, and then you can knock them out. Step 8, take breaks. Breaks are essential for productivity and avoiding burnout. One common technique, the Pomodoro technique, is 25 minutes of work followed by a 5-minute break. That can help to maintain focus and avoid burnout. One thing I try to do, not always successful at this, but I try to end my meetings. Well, first off, try to start meetings on time, but then I try to end them a little bit early too, to give folks plenty of time to get a breather before their next meeting that they have to run to. So I would encourage you to do the same. Step 9, reflect and adjust. At the end of the day, I think it's valuable to just take 5 minutes to reflect on your day. Did you accomplish what you set out to do that day? What did you do well that day? And then what could you do better tomorrow? Taking time to reflect in our busy lives really is helpful. So small adjustments here can lead to massive results. Step 5, start small and stay consistent. Time management isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Start with just 1 or 2 of these tips, and as they become habits, build from there. Consistency is key. Remember, time is your most valuable resource. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. But with these steps, you can make the most of every minute and start building the life you want. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on building a successful life. And let me know in the comments, what's your biggest time management struggle? I'd love to help you tackle it. See you next time.